Trump envoy describes misunderstood Melania in 3 surprise words as he reveals her 2 problems. A longtime Donald Trump ally and close friend of Melania has described the elusive First Lady in 3 surprising words as he revealed what people don't understand about her. Melania has been largely absent from the public eye during her husband's 2nd term and remains a relatively mysterious character. When she is seen in public, the First Lady usually portrays a serious demeanor and rarely speaks. But according to Richard Grenell, Special Presidential Envoy for Special Missions of United States, she also has a humorous side. "Oh, she's very funny. She's very funny and witty and quick," he told Politico. It comes after Melania and Donald shared an awkward moment, seconds after a D.C. military parade speech. Grenell added that Melania also has a smile that can melt people and make you feel very relaxed. "So we have a nice friendship and I like what she does to President Trump," he said. But Grenell, who served as a longtime foreign policy advisor to the president before Trump picked him to serve as an envoy for special missions, revealed that Melania faces 2 major problems. In a recent conversation with Politico's Dasha Burns, Richard Grenell, who serves both as special presidential envoy for special missions and interim executive director of the Kennedy Center, spoke candidly about First Lady Melania Trump, portraying her as someone deeply misunderstood by the public, though she has largely remained removed from the political spotlight during Donald Trump's 2nd term. Grenell paints a very different picture, one of warmth, humor, and unexpected depth, rooted in her background as a model and businesswoman. Threads.com +3 INQUISITR Trace YouTube or +3 Politico Politico.com +8 INQUISITR began by dismantling the common perception of Melania's distant, solemn demeanor. He emphasized that in private, she is very funny and witty and quick, a contrast to the restrained image she often presents in public. LinkedIn.com +3 INQUISITR.com +3 Threads.com +3. According to him, her quick wit and sharp humor come as a surprise to many who only know her through carefully orchestrated official appearances. Her presence now is so calibrated that it hides the charming spontaneity he describes in quieter, off-camera moments. He also shared that Melania has a smile that can melt people and make you feel very relaxed. INQUISITR.com. This disarming warmth adds layers to her persona: strong, iconic fashion figure, and entrepreneur. Thrown into a political limelight she never asked for, yet she meets it with poise and an unexpected personal magnetism. Grenell admitted there are 2 major sources of misunderstanding surrounding Melania. First, the political world, with its rigid protocols and expectations, struggles to embrace a figure who doesn't conform to the traditional mold of a First Lady. Second, the fashion world, once her domain, has reacted harshly. He argues that fashion media's general impatience with Republicans has led to a kind of intolerance toward her that endures, even if unfairly so. Politico.com +6 INQUISITR.com +6 LinkedIn.com +6. He described her as incredibly strong, navigating the chasm between these 2 unforgiving spheres, oftentimes without clear allies in either. More than a subject of admiration, Melania is someone Grenell values personally. He described their relationship as a friendship built on mutual respect and genuine affection. He commended her subtle influence on President Trump and credited her with bringing balance to his life. This insight into their dynamic offers a rare and intimate vantage point into the First Lady's role behind the scenes: steady, understated, but quietly impactful. Their dynamic came into sharper focus during a recent, highly publicized visit to the Kennedy Center's opening night performance of Les Miserables on June 11. As Donald and Melania made their way to their seats, they were booed by parts of the audience, shocking many observers. According to Grenell, some cast members even boycotted the show, while a group of drag performers were met with cheers. INQUISITR.com. Grenell voiced strong criticism of the crowd's reaction, asserting, "Everyone should be welcome. No one should be booed. No one should be banned." He stressed that cultural institutions should be open to all, regardless of their politics, and that individual protests shouldn't disrupt others' enjoyment of artistic performances. Politico.com. As Kennedy Center's interim director, he defended the institution's mission, claiming recent reports of dropping ticket sales or subscriptions were inaccurate. Politico.com. Masuno en Wikipedia.org. Giuno and Grenell widened the discussion to point out a deeper cultural shift. Intolerance was coming from the left, he argued, suggesting that certain segments of the arts community are quick to exclude rather than engage. Taken together, Grenell's reflections offer a more nuanced and human portrait of Melania Trump, someone often painted as remote and enigmatic, but in private, appears strong, funny, and quietly influential. The anecdote from the Kennedy Center underscores both the cultural tensions of our time and how they reflect on public figures like Melania. Rather than a calculated stage presence, he portrays her as an individual navigating worlds that often resist her. If you'd like, I can share more of Grenell's observations, excerpts from his broader Politico interview, or reactions from others in the fashion or political worlds.